Hey everyone, Brian here from Native Instruments. In this video, we'll go inside Native Access, a portal for downloading, installing, updating, and registering your Native Instruments software. Let's take a look how to use Native Access. If you don't have a Native Instruments account, or what we call a Native ID, click on Sign Up Now. Enter your first and last name, a valid email address, password, check the box to accept the end user agreement and terms and conditions, and click Create. I already have a Native ID, so I'm just going to enter my email and password, and then click Login. The first thing you may want to do when opening Native Access is registering a product. If you need to register your hardware or add a serial number for Komplete or another product, just click Add Serial, enter the serial number of the hardware or software, and then click Enter. When the products have been registered, you'll see the notification on the top right, and also the new products that just got added will appear in the New tab at the top. Let's take a look at the Library tab. I'm currently viewing my products in Grid View, but you can change it to a List View by clicking this button at the top right. Let's go back to the Grid View. At the top of Native Access, you'll notice different filtering options. I can first view all of my products. This includes my installed, uninstalled, and products that need updating. I can view my currently installed products, and also what is available to install. The next area below, I can filter even more, like applications, effects, KONTAKT and REAKTOR instruments, and expansions, as well as the new section. If I click on instruments, I can filter another level by types of instruments, such as bass, cinematic, or synths. If I click on the Expansions tab, the filtering option changes and lets me find different expansions based on genres like EDM, future bass, hip-hop, and more. Additionally, if you know the name of a specific instrument you're looking for or a category, you can click the magnifying glass at the top and type in the name of what you're looking for, and Native Access will search within the selected filter. One thing you'll notice next to some of the instruments are these icons. These symbols indicate if this instrument is a KONTAKT or REAKTOR instrument. KONTAKT and REAKTOR are host programs and are used to run many of the instruments from Komplete. Any instruments that have these icons, it means that the KONTAKT or REAKTOR application is required in order for you to use these instruments. You can download KONTAKT or REAKTOR from the Applications tab. If you forget to download KONTAKT or REAKTOR, don't worry. When you click on the Install button, you'll be prompted with a window saying you need to install them first. Native Access will automatically install KONTAKT or REAKTOR before the library you've selected. A few other applications that will be good to download are Battery and Complete Control. Battery is a drum sampler and can be used to easily access the different kits from the expansions. Battery is not required to use the expansions, but it makes it easier to use them. Complete Control lets you easily organize and access all of your instruments from one location, and is also the program you'd be using if you want to get the most out of any Complete Control keyboard. At the bottom of Native Access, you can see the status of your installs. If you click in the area below, you'll be able to see your download and installation queue. On this view, you can pause the download, cancel, and also reorder the queue by dragging and dropping the instrument in the list if you want a certain product to be downloaded sooner. Before you start installing more instruments, let's take a look at Native Access's preferences. By clicking on your account name at the bottom, you can find the preferences for Native Access. File management is an important area to understand. The download location is where the installation file gets downloaded to, and this file will automatically be deleted when the installation is complete. In some instances, if your computer doesn't have enough hard drive space, you can change the download location to an external hard drive. The application location is where the applications and the important files will be installed to. This area we recommend that you don't change. The most important area that you may want to change is the content location. Many instruments contain sample libraries, and these libraries are what take up the most space on your computer. You can either leave this section alone and install the libraries directly to your computer by leaving the default location set. You also have the option to install these libraries to an external hard drive. Just keep in mind you will need to have your external hard drive connected to your computer when you want to make music and use your instruments. If you want to install the libraries to the external hard drive, click the Browser button, select your external drive on the left. I'll create a new folder and label it NI Libraries, click Create, and then click Open. Now when I start installing my instruments, the sample libraries will be directly installed to the external hard drive. Now that the preferences are set up, you are free to start downloading more of the products. Just click the Install button next to the product you want to download and let Native Access do the rest. The next area below the library is Subscription. If you have a subscription for Komplete Now, this is the area where you can see all of the instruments and effects from Komplete Now. Just like the Library tab, I can filter by All, Installed, or Available. I can install and update products from this page, as well as manage my subscription. This button will take you to the web page where you can manage your subscription. The Updates area is where you can view any available updates for instruments, effects, and expansions. If you click the changelog icon on the Updates page, you can see what improvements have been made within this update. Let's say you installed a handful of instruments on your computer, and you have recently moved the libraries to an external hard drive to save space. You'll see now when you open up Native Access, the libraries have been moved and will say Repair. You have a few options. First, you can click Repair and either reinstall the library or manually point Native Access to the location of the specific library. If you have a bunch of libraries that need to be repaired, you can click the Relocate All button and point Native Access to where the libraries are installed. Keep in mind that if you just point to the external hard drive and the libraries are in subfolders, Native Access won't be able to find the libraries. And that is an overview of what you can do with Native Access. Hopefully you found this helpful and have fun with your Native Instruments products. Thanks for watching.